Hey guys, I'm Bill from SureShot USA. Today we're here to talk about my AK102. This is my take on a do-it-all AK. Picked the AK102 specifically, being that it is 5.56 and I don't have to run by 3.9 com block ammo due to current pricing thanks to the ammo ban. And today we're gonna take you through this entire build all the way from the front end to the buttstock. Up front here, we have the 4-system Monarch Recce. Reason I chose this suppressor is one, it is hub mount, I can swap this between multiple platforms, firearms, whatever you want to call it. And the other big reason I chose this is because it does have a larger 6mm bore, and that just helps with concentricity issues on 24mm threaded AKs. And under the suppressor here is the JMac 360 X37 muzzle device. And the reason why I run this combo is because on 24mm threaded AKs, the threads are not actually cut onto the barrel itself. They're actually cut either onto the front sight gas block or the front sight block and then sleeved over the barrel. So your concentricity is never guaranteed. And then immediately behind the suppressor and muzzle device, we have a Modlite PLH V2 light head on a Surefire Pro swivel body. Above that is a PEC-15 UHP, and to control all of it is a Unity Tactical Axon dual switch setup. So the reason I go with Modlite is because to me they have the best throw and spill at the same time. The lumens are great, the candelas are great, and on a swivel body I can really get the light into the position that I want. And it also does help with some wire management as well. We wanted the AM PEC-15 just because it does sit a little lower. It's on the lighter side of laser aiming modules, and AKs being notoriously front heavy, we do everything we can to take weight off the front. And the reason why we go with the Axon in the back is because it not only is it momentary, it has a constant on for the light itself. And the reason we always want constant on the light is you're not always gonna have your hand in a perfect position to actuate that light. You might need to take your support hand off and do whatever else that you have to do, but you want that light to remain on. And to help tame all the wires and everything on here, we have the 1350 Millworks Goblin wrap. It's just a nice, simple wrap that you can either hide your light wires behind or tuck your sling into, whatever you need to do. And moving on from there, we have the Driven Arms Long Stop. It is my actual favorite hand stop on the market right now, just due to my biomechanics and how I can get my hand on the gun in the most comfortable way possible while keeping my wrists in line with my arm. And quickly to mention, also we have some Magpul grip panels here on the bottom, as well as a Magpul QD on the other side. And the reason why I run my sling QD forward of my hand is now that I can actually use that sling as tension to bring the gun closer and tighter into my body. If you have to make that more precise shot, you can have the gun locked into you as tightly as possible. And for optics, guys, we have an Aimpoint T2 with their 3x magnifier on a spur mount, the Spur RDS, I believe it's called. The reason I run this setup is because it is the most compact mount setup and really, something very new and innovative that I really wanted to try. The diving board allows me to run things like a thermal clip-on, which all I have to do is clip it on and then flip my 3x magnifier up, and now this thing has a 3x thermal optic. And the special thing about the Spur red dot mount is that the actual magnifier mount is integrated into the red dot mount itself via flip up and cam, and is also removable. So for night vision, or you want to run less weight, you just don't need the magnifier for whatever reason, you can just take it off easily and not have to worry about it. And then what this is all sitting on is our Mark III chassis system, this one being the slim handguard version as well as the flat top. So what that is on the flat top is we actually remove a good portion of the rear sight block So now you have one continuous rail on top without any interruptions. One of the biggest advantages to our system is now that you have this monolithic top rail for all your optics, lasers, whatever else you have. It is never disturbed when you have to do any sort of weapon maintenance. Whilst the rear section of the dust cover is still removable, the front is undisturbed in any of those situations. On top of having the monolithic optic rail, the other advantage of our system is that with our separate new provided gas tube, it makes the AK as free-floated as possible. And the reason why it's important to have the barrel as free-floated as possible, in comparison to a traditional AK handguard system, you can now load this thing on either a barricade or a bipod without having to worry about your point of impact shifting from your point of aim. And then moving down to the FCG, here we have the Geissele AKX two-stage drop-in trigger. I love running these because they're a true two-stage, so when you do need to take that more precise, slower shot, you have the option of a two-stage, but it is still light and short enough to where you can let this thing rip. And because this gun is so light in recoil, it is an absolute blast to run as fast as you want with this trigger and still keep shots on target. And immediately behind that, we have the German Arms AK SCG pistol grip. Honestly, my favorite grip on the market right now. It just fits my hand perfectly in where it dips and how it swells in the palm. So the reason I do like the swell on this one is it does give me that more positive feel when I'm gripping this thing. Because AK grips traditionally, especially from the factory, are really thin, small, and just feel off in our American hands. And last but not least, in the back here, we have our SureShot SS19 polymer stock. This is the locking folding version, as well as our 3D printed cheek riser with integrated storage for batteries or whatever else you need. And here what we mean by locking is that now once the stock is folded, we actually have a locking tab here that allows the stock to stay in place without flopping around. The reason we did our SS19 stock here is we wanted to bring true Russian AK aesthetics here to the US market, this being the AK-12 Evo or AK-19 stock that is actually fielded by the Russian military. The reason we went with the locking is it's just a feature that should be on any folding AK, as that is a factory feature with factory stocks. All right guys, so that's my AK102. Personally, my current favorite AK to shoot. It's just so much fun. You'll probably see it change in the near future just because we're always experimenting with new parts, new builds, new setups, whatever you want to call it, to keep furthering the system and to bring you guys more information. I want to give a big thank you to German Arms Co. for allowing me to be here to even talk about this thing, and it's quite a blessing. So if you guys have any questions, comments, even concerns, please put it down below. Thank you for watching.